Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will see how we can make single mode optical fiber in COMSOL. So first we need to go to Model Wizard, then click on 2D for cross-sectional design. Then under optics, wave optics will be there and the electromagnetic waves frequency domain is there. So just add it. So this is your physics. Then click on study. Then you need to study modal analysis to see whether wavelength is propagating inside some region, that is desired region, or not. Then click on done. After this, you need to make this structure. This structure is basically a single mode fiber structure where you can see the center one is core, this one is cladding, these two parts are cladding, and outside cladding we have created a PML layer, perfectly matched layer. So to design this structure, basically you need to define parameter first. So in this section you can see mode builder, the first property is parameter one. So here you can define universal parameters. So to define universal parameters like core diameter, so we are designing 10 by 125 micrometer single mode fiber. So core diameter is 10 micrometer, cladding diameter is 125 micrometer. Perfectly matched layer, we are taking 4 micrometer. Refractive index of core is 1.45 and the difference between core and cladding is 0.001. So cladding refractive index will be n core minus delta, that is 1.449. After deciding all the parameters, you need to go to geometry section, and in this geometry section you need to build circuits. So you just need to left click and click on circle from here, or you can go to geometry and there circle option is. You need to create first circle with a center of 0 0. So this 0 and 0 is the center, and the cladding diameter is decladding, so the radius will be decladding divided by 2. And at the outer side we have created a PML layer, so we have created a layer 1, that is PML. So we have built this one. So this is our geometry. Next, create another circle having the center 0 0, 0 and 0, and the radius is diameter of core divided by 2. Build this circle. After building these two geometries, core and cladding, now you need to define material. So material you can also define by two ways: either use library materials or define a blank material from here and select the region, and whatever parameter it is asking, you need to define that parameter manually because you are adding a blank material. So the first thing I have done is I have added core, named labeled it as core, selected a region, that is this one, and previously in parameter section I have defined n core is equal to 1.45. So n core is my variable which is fixed to 1.45 now. So in this real part of refractive index I have written n core. In a similar manner I have selected the cladding region and written n clad because n clad is n core minus delta, that is 1.449 in this case. After doing all these things, just go to definitions, right click and go to perfectly matched layer, and you will have this perfectly matched layer. This perfectly matched layer, select these 4 regions as a perfectly matched layer, and after selecting this, here you need to select cylindrical coordinate system. Then everything is okay, and then you need to build a mesh. So for building mesh, you can build mesh by 2 ways. One is you can select a desired region. So suppose I want a denser meshing at the center, so I have selected a denser region at the center, and for that center region I have defined extremely fine meshing type and build selected. So here you can see the center one is meshed in this way. This is in triangular fashion because I have taken free triangular meshing. Then create another free triangular, select the remaining portion, and from here you can decide the size of other regions. So these are the size of other regions apart from center region, center core region. So other regions I am taking extra fine, and this will be my meshing. If you take extremely fine, this will be your meshing. After all this, you just need to go to study and mode analysis. Here you need to define frequency, that is C by lambda. So lambda at 1550 nanometer we are calculating mode, and we want COMSOL to give 6 mode, and from those 6 mode we will decide what is right and what is wrong. And let's say one effective index is 1.45, so I'm assuming that COMSOL will calculate modes around this 1.45 effective index. Click on compute one. So at the bottom section you can see your computation starts, and the progress can be visualized from this section. After it compiles, you need to go to result, and under result elect field, click on surface and click on study solution, and there you will have 6 different modes, okay, which COMSOL calculated around 1.45. So you need to analyze one by one. Suppose I am analyzing normalized electric field. So this is my electric field for first effective index, this is for second effective index, this is for third effective index, this is for fourth effective index, and this is for fifth, this is for sixth. So here you can see in fifth and sixth effective index, basically all the electric field are there inside the center core region. Okay, from here also you can see that red is your maxima, blue is your minima, and the values are written here. So all the red portion is there inside core region. So in this way you can analyze the electric field. For magnetic field normalized component, you can just type H and click on plot. So this is for the sixth and this is for the fifth, and all other effective index are not desired one because the electric field or magnetic field is not there inside the core region. Okay, so we can only take the last two as an effective index, these two. Okay, if you want to calculate the individual components like electric field of X component, so just write Ex and you will have electric field of X component. Suppose I want for the last one. So this is the electric field X component. This is the electric field Y component. This is the electric field Z component. Okay. If you want to visualize magnetic field, this is magnetic field X component. This is magnetic field Y component. And this is magnetic field Z component. Okay. So here you can see if you want to calculate exact Poynting vector profile, so you can see here that Ex is inside your, not inside your core region Hx, but Ex is inside your core region. Okay, and if you visualize H vectors, so you can have Hy inside the core region. So you can just calculate this Poynting vector profile by absolute of Ex cross Hy. So you can write here Ex and this is Hy, and you can take the vector product. So if you take Ex cross Hy absolute, so you will get Poynting vector profile that will be in watt per meter square, and you can see here it is inside your core region. If you want to cut a line in between this, and if you want to see what's happening at a particular line cut, then you just click on this first line and second line, choose points, okay, or go to data and give values. So suppose I am taking all the values of Poynting vector at this line. Okay, so you just need to go to 1D plot line graph. From there, this is cut line 2D1. So here you need to select cut line 2D1. Okay, for last effective index, you want to plot this Poynting vector profile. So just plot it. And this is arc length. If you want to change arc length to your coordinates, just write expression, that is X. Okay, this is Y cut, so your expression will be Y. So from here you can see that a peak is there inside the core region. Okay, so in this way you can have X cut and Y cut analysis of any structure for any parameter. Okay, suppose if you want to for this surface plot, if you want to plot a 3D type of plot in which you can analyze the intensity at points, so just right click on this one and click height expression. Okay, so from there you will get height expression, and this height expression you can see that all the Poynting vector intensity or intensity profile is there at the center, that is core, and you can shift it up and down and visualize it. Okay, so this is there at the center. So this is all about single mode optical fiber. Thank you.